Finalmouse never ceases to amaze me. I have to give it up to them. They're kind of what the word Zorz is all really about, because they're just damn cool, bold bastards. The entire event was to obtain this thing. How fucking cool is that? You went, you get your little wristband, and you trade the wristband for this. What this allows you to do is literally get first dibs on one of their new keyboards. What did I think of Finalcon 2022? Honestly, they really outdid themselves this time. Last year's Finalcon was a line. It was a line that extended indefinitely. Felt like you were going from two different towns, and everybody was there just to get the mouse. So it didn't allow for too much camaraderie. It didn't allow for anybody to talk, really, because you're in line and then you leave. And it kind of looked like this. Should we go to the beach?
Not a bad idea. Halfway there.
Should we lounge in Hollywood, or should we stand in line for a gaming mouse? Well, I feel like your sushi right here in the middle of the line is very free thinking of you, man. Finalmouse artwork.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Well, it's the gods. It's the gods themselves. This year's was on a whole nother level. First of all, they had the audacity and boldness to literally rent out a room in the History Museum of Los Angeles. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? The Finalcon? All right. And this time, once you got into the facility, there was actually a chance to talk to people. I had a great time. I was talking to everybody. We had Apex players, Overwatch players, some Counter-Strike players. Everybody was thrilled and excited. There was such an energy that Finalmouse created. And I don't care what you feel about them. That's pretty Zorz. They got thousands of people to come on a Saturday night to go to Finalcon. And it was cool, man. As I was going through the line, I'm standing there looking at a dinosaur bones, looking at some artifacts, that feeling of history, and then bam, on the wall, they show the video for the new mouse, which is their final mouse of the Starlights, and the new keyboard, the Centerpiece. Is it Zorz? It looks pretty fucking Zorz right from here, it does. Look at the symbol, what do you think that means? That hieroglyphics for free thinker? Actually, it looks pretty good. I mean, it is pretty. Can't lie. My first thought was gimmicky at first, but then I kept watching and I saw that it had the technology to actually be fast on top of being ridiculous and having its own screen. you guys see that? There's fish. The fish responding to the guy's finger, moving the water, rippling the water, and the fish moving away. Okay, Finalmouse created the LDGS. Pretty cool name, pretty freaking cool invention. And it allows you to create imagery, as the video shows, that you can change, you can create your own, and it almost feels like a living piece of art. Who are these people? Who do these people think they are? I've never seen any keyboard like this. At first I was like, okay, you have moving images on a keyboard, that's amazing, but what about the actual performance? And then they were talking about a new Gatoron, with lower actuation, and I was like, okay, that's not good as far as, absolute max performance. But then they mentioned that they have the Omni Hall switches, which are basically the same ones in the Wu-Ting, similar to the Apex, and they're the best in the world, period. It allows you to change your actuation point, even your release point, okay? That's going to be 2 different models. The one with those switches, with 8,000 hertz, with the LDGS, I don't even know what to say. It might be the best keyboard ever made.
December 18, 58 grams was unimaginable. Everything was like 95 grams. I think it's 43 wireless. This was the mouse. I bought 2 of them because I thought they were the best mouse ever made. Literally. It was incredible. All the Finalmouses are. These are the new ones.
Amazingly, I'm walking around. Once I got in, I'm looking at the display, and who's there in front of me? My man Boardzy.
What's up, dude? I think I recognize you.
Do you?
You're Boardzy.
Yes, I am.
What's up, man? My name is LordGurciullo. I have a channel called Zorz Gaming.
Oh, so you're Zorz.
I'm Zorz.
Yes.
All right, we got Boardzy and Zorz Gaming together, man. Awesome.
2 goats.
Oh, thanks, man. What do you think about this new keyboard?
I think it's one of the best things that we've ever seen in the peripheral scene.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you see that it said Hall?
Yeah.
On the Hall?
I might be a reason.
0.1 millimeter actuation
the same
with,
like
the fucking screen.
Yep.
That's sick, dude. That's sick. Awesome.
It was so much fun to talk to him. We had a good chance to catch up and talk about what we think about the keyboard. So Boardzy, it was great seeing you. I'm glad they flew you out. I'm glad we got to meet. I'm glad you were there. And then I turn around. This guy in front of me, a little scary. I go, hello. He's a very tall man. And it's Badseedtech.
I have to tell you, you're one of my serious influences.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What was your channel?
It's called Zorz Gaming.
I've seen your videos.
No way.
Deadass.
What's up, man? I got Badseedtech and Zorz Gaming.
What's up, buddy?
And we're checking out the new Finalmouse final keyboard. What do you think about it?
I think it looks insane in person. I've seen video renders, and it doesn't do it justice. This is great.
Really? That's amazing.
It was really, really nice to meet him too. He's a legend. He's an OG in this game. And he schooled me on the game. Frankly, it felt like we was in the joint. He was telling me what's what. He was schooling me. Because I asked for some advice on how you become one of the most successful YouTubers in the world. Because he is. He was so kind and generous with his time. Taught me a lot. Gave me a lot of tips. And welcomed me into the community. So Badseedtech, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate it. And it was great to run into you. On top of that, Nacho Customs was hanging out over there, and I didn't even realize it until it was too late. So I missed him. I asked where Final Boy was, and they said he was around. So I didn't get a chance to meet him and talk to him and interview him. That would have been Zorz. Anyways, let's talk about this keyboard. It's kind of nuts. I'm glad I have an option to get one. Now my Pegasus ensures that I get another one, because if you have the Pegasus, you can get a code for the Centerpiece. So do that, folks, if you have one. Don't waste it. On December 31st is the last day to get your free code, or the code that allows you to get a guaranteed Centerpiece. I mean, what a cool name, okay? The Centerpiece. These people seem to outdo themselves endlessly. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. If it combines the speed of the Apex Pro or the Wu-Ting with the magnificent case that uses maybe the magnesium alloy of the Starlight, with that LDGS, that is insane. I can have Zorz swimming on the keyboard. Boardzy was blown away, and Badseedtech told me that in person, it's even more beautiful. The video doesn't even do it justice. This is it. This might be it. I don't even know what to say. Thank God I got one of these things. God, I wonder where they're going to sell these things. These things are probably going to be selling on eBay. Really, what do you guys think about this? I've heard many different comments. People are saying, oh, it's hype. It's not that cool. With this new liquid display crystal thing, is just, it feels like I'm in some Terminator 2 shit. Some T-1000 shit. It was a great honor and pleasure to run into those two legends. And also, December 22nd, don't get caught up and miss out on the fact that you can get their last Finalmouse, releasing December 22nd at 6 p.m. I'll be there. Make sure that you click slower than me so I can get one. Please, please, give me a break here. Stay Zorz, stay tuned, and we have a lot more coming up on Zorz Gaming.
Hi, how you doing?
You happen to have a white wristband?
I do.
All right, great. I'll trade you for it.